Hello and welcome to another vlog. We are doing a reading vlog and we're doing a what I can read in a week vlog because I've been on a roll lately. Now I'm starting this on Sunday because I know that I'm not going to remember to film an intro tomorrow morning, so I'm using my brain and I'm filming my intro now. The goal this week is to balance studying and reading a little bit better because lately I've not been prioritizing my studying and I really have to. But I've also been really loving reading and I want to continue to push myself to read more and scroll less. These videos always help me with that. My current reads right now, I'm reading Broken Harbor by Catherine Cowles. I don't know why I said plural because I'm only reading one book right now. That's something that's been really helping me, is just sticking to one book instead of trying to read like 3 or 4 books at one time. I've been getting through books a lot quicker and just being a lot more invested in the books that I'm reading. So yeah, I'm reading Broken Harbor. This is the 3rd book in the Sparrow Falls series. I did read these books out of order, so I read book 4 and 5 and then I read book 1 and 2 and then I took a 1 book break and read something else, and now I'm reading the 3rd book, and then this 6th book, which is the last book, comes out in October. So I'm really happy that I'll be like officially caught up with the series by the time that comes out. But I'm just obsessed with this series. It's so heartwarming and funny. I love the found family in it. I'm gonna be really sad when I'm all caught up and when this series is completely over, but at least I know that like Catherine Cowles has quite a backlist, so I can probably just go back and read some of her other books that she's written, because I'm like really sad that this is almost over. I really don't want to let the characters go. Obviously my page count right now doesn't actually matter because I'm starting this vlog tomorrow, but I am right now like 17% into the book, so I've made a decent dent today and I'm definitely going to be reading more. I'm probably going to read more right now, but I'll officially start this vlog tomorrow and let you know like what my starting point is, how much I end up reading tomorrow. Tomorrow will be nice because we're not just going to sit at home and do nothing, because I have things that I have to get done. Tomorrow I have to get an oil change, so I'll probably read this while I get the oil change, or I believe the place that I'm getting my oil changed is right next to a Starbucks, so I'm probably going to go drop the car off, go to the Starbucks, and then I can study and read a bit at Starbucks. You can come with me for that. I'll show you what I get. And then we're kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Tomorrow I'm hoping for like a minimum of 6 hours studied and at least 2 to 3 hours of reading. We'll see how that goes. Anyways, I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning and happy Monday. I woke up earlier than I wanted to today, but on the bright side, it is 8:15 in the morning and I've read 40 pages of Broken Harbor. So that's a great start to the day. I could read more. I could sit here and continue to read this for a while, but I made a vow to myself that I was going to not procrastinate today because I have to study. I have to study. But I have to drop my car off to go get an oil change, so my plan is I'm going to eat breakfast, and then I'm going to get dressed and get ready, and I'm going to drop the car off at the oil change place, which is right beside the Starbucks, and then we are gonna get Starbucks, start studying, and I'll probably try to do studying in like hour bouts, so I'll study for an hour, maybe take like a 15-minute break and read a little bit, and then study for another hour, so on and so forth until I decide to come home. The biggest issue with studying at coffee shops is like I don't trust leaving my like laptop and stuff out if I need to go to the bathroom. So a lot of times if I have to go to the bathroom, I just decide that that's the time I'm gonna leave and pack up all my stuff and then go to the bathroom and then leave, because it's also embarrassing to go into the bathroom after packing up all my stuff and then going back out and sitting in the same spot and unpacking all my stuff. I think it'll depend. If there's like somebody that looks trustworthy nearby and I can say, hey, can you just like watch my stuff for me? Maybe I'll do that. But I don't know how long I'm committing to. Either way, studying will be happening, and I will catch up with you the next time I read. So it is now 12:30, so it's been about 3 hours. I just picked up my car from the oil change and I did literally study for the entire 3 hours. I did not take like any breaks to read like I thought I would, but It's because I was taking breaks, like texting friends about the exams, so I felt like that was enough of a break. So now my plan is to go home, eat lunch, just hang out with my boyfriend for a bit. He has to work at 3, so I'll probably just hang out with him until then. And then I'll probably do some more studying, and then we'll get some time for reading in the evening. All hope is not lost. It has been a day. It is now 9:15 p.m. I think the last time I talked to you, it was like 12. I had just finished studying and all that fun stuff. I came home, did what I said I was gonna do, hung out with my boyfriend, ate lunch. When he left for work, I did study a little bit more. I did like another hour and a half of studying, but I was so behind on my steps too. Like, I needed to get my steps in. I needed to get some TikToks edited. I ended up having a nap by accident for about an hour and a half. So from like 6 to 7:30. So that's not good because I was supposed to try to go to bed early because I have to work in the morning. I have to be up at like 4 in the morning to go to work for 5. So mistakes were made because I'm probably going to be up for a while. The good news is I ended up doing 4.5 hours of studying today, which is, you know what, not what I wanted, but better than nothing. Now I have time to read before I go to bed. I've got a peppermint tea here ready to go. I've got my like rainy ambiance playing on the TV. I'm on page 155 of Broken Harbor, so we'll see how much I can read before I start getting drowsy. Like when I get drowsy, that's when I call it a night and go lay in bed. And then I usually read a little bit more in bed because it makes me like fully fall asleep. But I will try to remember to update you before I move to the bed. And then I'll also try to remember to update you in the morning after I've read more. I feel like I'm already delirious. It's now 10:24. I'm officially on page 216. So we read another 60 pages-ish, which brings our total to over 100 for the day because I'm definitely going to like read more in bed. But I want to start kind of getting tired, so I'm going to go lay in bed and read, so I won't be updating you again tonight. But I'm happy with that. Was it the best reading day ever? No, but you can't win them all. And over 100 pages for the day? It could be worse. I'll probably end up finishing this book tomorrow. I'm really liking it, but I definitely feel like Cope, which is like our main male character, is not necessarily, oh my goodness, not necessarily my favorite of the Coulson crew. And not because he's not great, because he is. And I love him as a character. His communication needs some work. But I am really liking this one. It's definitely one of my favorites, I think, of the series. Anyways, I'm going to bed. I'm done. Happy Tuesday. It is the next day. As you saw, I did do a little bit of reading already today, but let's recap yesterday. So I started yesterday on page 115, I think it was, and I finished off on page 243 when I went to bed. Totally could have read more because I could not sleep last night, but I was really trying to not be distracted. So I read 128 pages yesterday, which is pretty good. I'm happy with that. Today I've read, so I started on page 243 and I'm on page 262, so I'm just about 20 pages. I just read on the Stairmaster, that's all I've done. I had to work a morning shift this morning, so I worked from 5 a.m. until 9 a.m. and then I worked out from 9 a.m. until 11 a.m. ish. So I did some reading while I was on the Stairmaster, but now it's finally time to read a bit. I do absolutely have to study. I feel like if I try to take the textbooks out right now, it's just not gonna happen. So I'm just gonna sit here and read for a bit. I have some cherries I'm gonna snack on, but I'm gonna sit here and read. I'm probably gonna take a nap. I'm pretty sure that's what's gonna happen because I'm feeling very tired. I didn't sleep very much last night because I napped too late. It's only 1:15 right now, so I'm kind of hoping that I'll take a nap. That way it's early enough that it's not really gonna affect my sleep. But I'm gonna read until I fall asleep and have a little nap. I'm hoping to not nap more than like an hour, and then when I get up, I'm probably gonna have to study and stuff. But I'm gonna try to get some good quality reading time in. I'll definitely have time later tonight too, so we'll definitely get some good reading in today. But I'm gonna get on it. Good news, I finished the book and I didn't even have a nap, which is crazy, but now it's 4 o'clock, so it's too late for me to have a nap. So now I have to stay up, and I'm gonna do some studying, I think, right now, and then hopefully pick up a book later, but I have to pick a new book. I think I picked my book, I'll update you, but it's hard picking a new one, like you're committing, you know? So I finished Broken Harbor. I haven't decided on a rating yet, thinking it's a 4.5, 4. That brings our total for today to 109 pages. Which is great. What a great time. But I think, don't quote me, I think I just got this arc in the mail today, about an hour ago. Unnatural by Mia Sheridan. I know this is the second book in the series and I haven't read the first one, but like we all know, I don't read books in order typically, especially books that should be able to be read standalone, and I think this one can be. It's giving such good fall vibes, and this book comes out next week. So I'd love to be able to like read it before it comes out. The fall vibes are beautiful, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, our main character's name's Autumn. But is it too early? But it's so gloomy outside right now. Like this would be perfect. Oh, summer TBR or read this. I'm thinking this. I realize that I'm always in the exact same spot every time I talk to you, but that's just how it's gonna be. So I did do a little more studying, more than I thought I would, honestly. I am honestly so exhausted. Like, I'm going to be honest, I don't feel well. I do want to do some reading because tomorrow I will not really have much time to read because I have a full work day tomorrow. Today I did 3 hours and 45 minutes of studying, which I'm pretty proud of because I did not think I was going to do any. And we read 109 pages already. So it's 8 p.m. I'm not sure how long I'm going to make it, honestly, because I'm so sleepy. I was going to pick up Unnatural by Mia Sheridan. As you saw, I showed you before, but I really just want to read on my Kindle because as soon as I start getting drowsy, I'm moving to the bed, and the Kindle's just much more bed friendly. So instead of Unnatural, which is the second book in the Men and Monsters series, I'm picking up Unwanted, which is the first book. Look at me reading books in their chronological order. I'm reading Unwanted by Mia Sheridan, which is the first book in that series. I honestly don't even know what it's about. I didn't really read the blurb, but sometimes you just gotta go into books blind. I do think it's romantic suspense, from what I remember it being like advertised as. And that's what I've been in the mood for lately. Like all the Catherine Cowles books I've read, like I've just been in the mood for romantic suspense. This is a bit longer though. I think this one's over 400 pages. I think it's like 425 or something. So hopefully it doesn't make, hopefully it's not too hard for me to get through, but we'll see. Yeah. Anyways, that was Tuesday. This day felt like a write-off to me. I feel like garbage. Hey. You just burped in my face. Good morning. It is now Wednesday. Last night I only ended up reading about 32 pages of Unwanted before I fell asleep. I was out by like 9 o'clock. I got like 9 hours of sleep last night. It's fantastic. And then this morning I had a client in the morning and then I sat down and read for a bit. So I read another 32 pages. So we're 32 pages in for the day. I do have to go to work. I work 9 to 5 today. I'm hoping I'll be able to read a little bit at work during like my lunch break and stuff. So hope is not lost because there won't be a lot of reading happening after that. So because it's Wednesday and the new episode of Summer Night Turned Pretty came out today, which I'll be watching later. So far, I'm really enjoying this book. It's definitely a different writing style. Like, I've never read writing like this. And at first, I was very overwhelmed because right away you get introduced to like a ton of characters and it's in third person. So they talk about the characters very individually. And then there's different chapters that have like different perspectives, but it's also in the third person and the perspective kind of shifts sometimes. Like, it's very weirdly organized. I'm loving the suspense in this. Like, this is definitely more suspense than romance in terms of like how it's written. Like it definitely feels like more of like a thrillery vibe, whereas most romantic suspense that I've read is like mostly romance with a little bit of suspense. So I'm really liking this. This is very fun, although it was not what I was expecting. I'm loving the scenery of everything. Like we're in like a very rural, just like out there kind of little town in the woods. It's very small town. Right now it's like winter time, but it's kind of like things are melting. Like I can just feel what it feels like to be in this scenery. I don't know why. Like it's described very well. I am loving this. I'm actually really glad I started with the first book. I'm hooked and I just want to read this. So we made the right choice. But anyways, I'm gonna eat breakfast and then I have to go to work. So I'll update you later on how much I end up reading today. Okay, long time no chat. It is now Thursday at like 5 p.m. So last night I did end up reading to page 148. So I read a total of 116 pages yesterday of Unwanted, which I feel like not bad. We're really much in like the 100 pages per day, which, you know what? I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. Today I have read quite a bit. So I started on page 148 and I am on page 204. So I've read 56 pages so far today. I hope I read more, but I'm not sure because I know my boyfriend and I were planning on watching a movie later tonight, and I do have to study now. I'm probably going to study till he comes home from school because I feel a lot of stress. I'm very stressed. All I can think about is the fact that I'm not studying enough. So I hope to read more today. I'll definitely read more before bed. It's just a matter of like what time that's at. I'm not sure. But right now I'm on page 204. So I'm 45% into this book and I'm really enjoying it. I'm very hooked. I just want to read it all the time, which makes it very hard to study. But we're going to do it. We're going to study. I'm definitely going to get more reading done like on the weekend. But during the week it's a little tough when I'm working. I will check in with you soon. I fear as though this vlog is literally just like a series of updates at this point. I think the last time I updated you was like Thursday, right before I started studying. So long story short, Thursday night I ended up reading to page 285 of Unwanted. And then yesterday I read in the morning, then I studied, and then I read a little bit more before bed. I really tried to finish the book. I was so close. Like I had less than an hour left of reading, but I literally was like falling asleep with my Kindle, like literally dropping it. It wasn't gonna happen. So I went to bed, woke up today and finished it. So I had read to page 413 yesterday. So I went from page 285 to 413, and then I finished the book at 452. So I read 39 pages today. I did do 4.5 hours of studying. So we did other reading, just not what we wanted. Anyways, I will be picking up Unnatural, which is the second book in that series. The whole reason I read Unwanted in the first place was so that I could read this. I haven't started it today yet just because, like I said, I've been busy. I've been studying, cleaning out my house, and did my workout and all of that. Walked my dog. I've been really struggling to hit my 10,000 steps every day. Like when I was working at the hospital in my placement, it was so easy, and now I have to be very conscious about it, and I always end up saving them for the end of the day, and I have to like nail out 8,000 steps in one sitting. Not ideal. So I do plan to try to fix that. But I will be starting this book tonight, probably when I get home from picking my boyfriend up. But I probably won't update you again tonight because whenever I read before bed, I literally just read until I fall asleep, so I can't update you. So I will update you tomorrow. I'm sorry this vlog is all over the place. I also have to literally fully edit this at some point. This is probably going to be a Monday upload. Things happen. But next week, I'm so excited because I think on Monday, I'm going to reorganize my bookshelves and like do a whole like bookshelf cleaning and reorganizing, which is going to take so long. I feel like I'm underestimating how long that's going to take, but I really want to do it. I've had like a desire to do it for so long, and now I finally feel like I have a little bit of time. I cannot wait for the vlogs that are coming after I write this exam, guys. I'm doing a 24-hour readathon for sure. Days where we're gonna have like 3 books one day. There's gonna be so much, I promise. Happy Sunday. We're officially getting close to the end of this vlog. Let me just tell you, Unnatural, this is so good. Last night I ended up reading way more than I thought. I ended up reading 65 pages of this. I was up to like 11, which is pretty late for me. I read 65 pages straight right before bed because I literally didn't want to put it down. I probably could have kept going, but I was like, I have to go to bed. Force myself to go to bed, but I could have read this forever. And then I woke up this morning and immediately picked it back up and I read 78 pages first thing in the morning. Once again, I could have kept going, but I needed to like eat breakfast and then get ready for the day. So now it is around 3:30, about to eat, and then I have to do some studying because I haven't done any studying today. That's one thing that reading a good book kind of messes with, is I have not studied today. But I'm gonna do a couple hours of studying after I eat, and then honestly we're just gonna have some uninterrupted reading time. That's the plan. I do have to fold laundry too. I don't want to do that. I really want to just like, I just want to binge this. Like tonight when I come home after picking Dal up, like 9 p.m, I'm going to be sitting my butt on that couch and I'm going to read until I can't read anymore. That's the plan. It's literally almost 10 p.m. on Monday and I'm just ending this. So obviously this is going to be a Tuesday vlog, which is fine. I spent a lot of time studying today. That's irrelevant. Yesterday, I ended up only reading to page 170 of Unnatural, so I read a total of 105 pages yesterday. Not bad, not terrible. I ended up just like wanting to watch a movie with my boyfriend, so I didn't read very much. I was really tired. I was like that weird mood where you're too tired to read, but not tired enough to go to bed, you know? So the total for the week was 859 pages, which like is not really that bad. Like I'm pretty happy with that considering I basically read an entire 400-page textbook along with that. I'm like, pretty happy with that. I'm gonna end the vlog. I'm so tired. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. I post every Sunday most of the time, and I have some really fun videos coming up, so I would really love it if you stuck around. Bye.